Join me in this short video and let's find out why Justin Trudeau is getting charged. Alright guys, so let's check it out. Why Justin Trudeau is going to be getting charged now. And if you guys remember, RCMP failed to charge him before. Polyev talked about it many times. So let's see who is exactly bringing this to the Ontario Court of Justice in Ottawa. And let's read exactly what's going on together. So the article is, Group again asked Ontario AG to have an independent special prosecutor review evidence for prosecution of Trudeau for the SNC Lavalin scandal. So they failed the first time, they're coming at it again. They're going to explain why they're coming at it again. So let's go through it together. Today, Democracy Watch released the second letter it has sent to Ontario's Attorney General Doug Downey, Randy Schwartz, Assistant Deputy Attorney General, Criminal Law Division, calling on them to have an independently appointed special prosecutor review the evidence and D-Watch's application in the Ontario Court of Justice in Ottawa for approval from the court to proceed with a private prosecution of former Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. That sounds great to say. Let's say it one more time. Former Prime Minister Justin Trudeau for pressuring and directing others to pressure then Attorney General Jody Wilson-Raybould to stop the prosecution of SNC Lavalin in 2018. Democracy Watch first requested the appointment of an independent special prosecutor in a letter sent to Mr. Downey last March. In his May 22nd response letter, Mr. Schwartz refused to do that. Democracy Watch's letter today again calls on Mr. Downey, working with opposing party leaders, to establish a committee made up of people who have no ties to any political party. Sounds fair so far. The committee will choose a lawyer who has no ties to any party to be an independent special prosecutor who will review the evidence and issue a public decision concerning prosecuting Trudeau. That process is needed to ensure an impartial, legally correct, and transparent review and decision. In British Columbia, a special prosecutor is usually appointed for such cases. It's not as independent as they need to be, but more independent than Crown Counsel. And they usually provide detailed reasons if they decide not to prosecute. Since 2011, Quebec has had an independent anti-corruption police force and prosecutors. Democracy's Watch letter criticizes the letter it received in September from John Corelli, Director of the Complex Prosecutions Bureau at Ontario's Ministry of Attorney General. Do we need all these departments? I just want to say, do we need all these departments? Alright, let's keep going. So, they received the letter in September from John Corelli, the Director of Complex Prosecutions Bureau at Ontario's Ministry of the Attorney General, exercising the Crown's Counsel power to stop D-Watch's application. See what I mean? So they tried to stop it. D-Watch responded with a letter to Mr. Corelli requesting that he reverse his decision and proceed with the next steps in the prosecution process because his decision is based on legal reasons that are clearly incorrect, and he failed to explain his decision. Sounds like corruption to me. So D-Watch's application included a detailed legal opinion by a retired Superior Court of Justice setting out the clear evidence and legal arguments for prosecuting the PM for the allegation of obstruction of justice and possibly also for breach of trust. Mr. Corelli requested in June that the Regional Senior Justice have a judge oversee the next step in the private prosecution application process called a predicate hearing, at which D-Watch would present the evidence in pride out of the RCMP, and key witnesses would be questions such as Wilson-Raybould, her former Chief of Staff Jessica Prince, and her friend and confidant, former Liberal Cabinet Minister Jane Philpott, and the judge would decide if there was enough evidence to proceed with the prosecution. Democracy Watch supported that request, the regional senior justice had not yet made that decision whether a judge or justice of the peace would preside at the pre-etiquette hearing when Mr. Corelli stopped the proceeding. So, it's not in stone yet. This team here, they're fighting. They have everything in writing. They have everything in law. They're presenting it to them, and they keep dodging it. But it looks like they don't really have any options but to present it. So, Justin Trudeau, it looks like, for breach of the peace and breach of the trust. Terrible that it's happening now. This should have happened a long time ago. This guy has corruption scandals. You know it. I know it. I know at least 4 other ones everyone has talked about. Polyev has talked about. It's just out there. This is unbelievable. So guys, the article's there. You can read it for yourself. You can get a little more in depth. There might be a different article, but that's basically what it's saying. They're bringing charges back. Everyone needs to be held accountable. Every single one needs to be held accountable. There is no way around it. That's just the way it's got to be. Also, the former finance minister, Mark Carney, in about 2 weeks, he's going to present the budget. 2 weeks. Let's see what he did with the budget. Let's see what happens. Olivia Chow, a dog disguised as a human, will do a better job than you. And you know what? That's it for now, guys. I appreciate you guys stopping by, and God bless. And I just got a couple words before I go for former finance minister Mark Carney and Olivia Chow. Go